Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dr. Z Show. This is
We're back.
episode 8, I think.
It's
It's
like
the
episode
300 episode.
8-2.
Yeah. 8.2, 8-2, 8.2.1.c, whatever revision number you want. But this is a part of our 3-part New Year's kind of theme episode, introducing kind of some upcoming media for 2019.
And what
And we're
media are we
talk about
talking about today?
I think today we're talking about television and all of the exciting things happening on the Idiot Box
If
in
you missed
2019.
our movies and that's what you really want to watch, go to episode 8.1 because we talked about movies last time, but today we're talking about TV.
Well, yeah, I think just to start, what TV do you guys watch?
Gotta say, not a lot.
I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Ooh,
I did
yeah.
watch all of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I always forget that because I see it so much, and this is why I forget about TV shows that I watch and don't consider myself a avid TV watcher, is because I see so much so many TV clips of things on Facebook that I'm like, oh, this isn't really TV. I just catch it on Facebook now and again. But that's not. I mean, that's not exactly. It's not exactly true.
No, it's not. But yeah, so I actually watch a kind of a weird, not a lot of TV, but I think I might watch the most TV out of the three of us.
Oh, that's almost for sure.
Oh yeah. So do we want to start with the premieres or the endings for the year? Because there are a lot of shows ending this year that are
We'll talk about what shows are ending so I can cry for the rest of the episode.
All right, then we'll start with
Game of Thrones is finally
All
coming
right.
to an end.
Yes. So Game of Thrones is a big one. The Big Bang Theory, guys. The Big Bang Theory is ending this year.
God.
Can't we can all cry about that together?
Cry tears of joy.
Yeah,
that's tears of joy.
I know. Broad City is ending this year.
For anybody that wants to know the intense hatred that comes from the Big Bang Theory, no one acts like that. Literally no nerds anywhere act like they do in the Big Bang Theory.
No,
They're this is a show about what nerds care about. No, it's not.
Big Bang Theory is a show written by non-nerds to make fun of nerd culture. That's all that show is. And that's all it's pretty much ever been.
And there's so much
fact. Go ahead, Jacob.
There's so much toxic masculinity in it too. It's
and gatekeeping and that's what's so frustrating about the female characters on that show is they want to understand what the boys are doing and the boys won't fucking let them.
And Jacob is probably gonna agree with me, although I don't know if he's gonna say so on air. But no males in the nerd community, okay, well, I won't say no males, but no male I have ever interacted with in the nerd community has ever acted like that. Has ever been oh no, you can't know about this.
No, they act like that. I've met those guys.
They do exist. They do exist.
They do. I mean, did you guys not hear about when sorry, my alarm went off. Did you guys not hear the story about that time one of our friends and I went to the 1975 concert and we met those two super comic book nerds and they didn't believe that Keelan knew who Squirrel Girl was?
Oh my gosh.
If anyone we know, and this is not I'm not trying to dig or anything, but if anyone we know knows about Squirrel Girl,
it's Keelan. Because Keelan is Squirrel Girl. Let's be real.
She defeated Thanos single-handedly.
Yeah, but they believed that I was a nerd. I don't know why they believed I was a nerd, but out of the two of us, apparently...
Probably because they were trying to get laid.
Well, they were.
Which, if you're gonna get laid, going to the 1975 concert is probably not a good place to go to try to get laid.
Well,
Just
well,
pro tip.
this dude was third wheeling his friend and his girlfriend. The girlfriend was 17, and both of them were like 24.
29. Oh, that's so
24.
terrible. So
So
terrible.
it wasn't great. Just generally,
Less,
they were
less than
also
optimal.
both wearing joggers, and then they had a matching tank top and hat.
They were matching.
Yeah. So, well, they were matching them.
Maybe it wasn't their girlfriend. Maybe they were.
No,
gay.
it was. I mean, they could have been. Well, but
not that there's anything wrong with like being gay. Just want to throw that out there.
Well,
Like
it
not
was
that there's anything wrong with that, but maybe that's what was going on.
well, like one of them was wearing like a flash tank top with a reverse flash hat, and then the other was wearing
No, make
a-
it stop.
a Legend of Zelda tank top with like a Triforce shield hat. And it was Triforce Shield hat guy that was hitting on both of us.
At the same
yeah.
time.
Yes, at the same time. Well, it was.
Believe me, I've tried. You can never successfully hit on more than one woman at once.
It was like he would try to hit on me and then realize that I wasn't into it, and then would try the same thing on Keelan.
Was this before or after you had the cards?
This is before. This is well before I had my rejection cards.
So now you got to tell the story about the cards.
Yeah, so I was experiencing many we're on a tangent here.
Yeah, I'm taking over as mayor of tangent time.
Yeah, so we're I was experiencing a bunch of creepy like interactions with guys like I was playing Magic with. And I would tell my coworkers about this, and they were just like, how do you always attract the weirdest, creepiest guys? And I just said, I don't know. So for Christmas 2 years ago now, I think, one of my coworkers bought me 200, because it was the smallest amount he could find, business cards that say, like, on one side it says my name and then I'm sorry. And then on the reverse it has I'm just not attracted to you, but I would like to be your friend. Like, I hope you don't take this too personally. And it has like my number and my Instagram handle or something. And like, it's meant to be, and it's got like kittens and puppies on it. And like, it's meant to be a easy letdown. I've never had to use them.
Really?
No, I don't know. It's gotten better. It gets, when you're single, I feel like it's worse. Like, as a nerd girl, I feel like it's so much worse when you are not anyone's property, and that sounds really terrible.
Yeah, you picked you found the worst way to say that.
But that's absolutely kind of how it works, at least around here. Like,
it is
in the place that you live.
In the place that I live, I don't know. It feels like every time I was single and would walk into a game store, it's like
all the meerkats.
How they know.
Yeah, it's like they know.
They know.
Yeah. It's like they can smell like they can smell single meat.
They can smell your fear.
It's not even fear. I don't really care. Anyway, so let's get back to TV. Like, let's stop talking about.
Okay, so how we got here was The Big Bang Theory sucks. The end.
Big Bang Theory sucks. Shows also ending this year. Broad City, the really popular show on Comedy Central.
Is it about women?
It is about women. It's
that was just like a shot in the dark. I have no idea what Broad City is.
I think Broad City's, it's about them in New York, I think, or.
So it's Sex and the City?
No, but it's like a comedic take on being like a woman, like a modern day millennial woman, and like, it's very popular. I've never watched it, but it's one of those shows I've been meaning to get around to.
Okay.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend's ending this year, which is so sad. I love that show.
I feel like that show is in my life.
It's great.
That sounds really terrible to say, but like,
The
As an
audience,
aside,
but
I used
we
to be
know.
a terrible human being. I think both of you can attest to that. Jacob has been good enough to tell me of the many times that I've been awful.
I mean, we both have.
Yeah, well,
I've also told
I'm,
you you're a
I'm
terrible
in
person.
particular remembering like the time.
Well, yeah.
It was soul crushing, but I have grown from it. I feel my
I
my
would
redemption is
argue.
continuing.
Yeah.
I'm
But
I mostly just play devil's advocate when you're upset at people.
Yeah, the amount of times you tell me to like do illegal things is kind of worrying.
okay. On that note, Elementary's ending. The terrible
okay.
Sherlock show.
I've heard it's good. I've heard very mixed opinions. Some people were like, it
Okay.
was the worst version of Sherlock ever, and then there's other people who are like, it's actually like does a good job of like flipping like your
Yeah.
expectations of things and like showing how Sherlock like even though he's really smart, like he's not this like perfect individual, and you can't just excuse all of his like you can't excuse
Huh.
his bad behavior just because he does good things.
That
Like
that makes it sound better. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the social part of that is more important than like what the show is like trying to say.
Yeah.
yeah, than like
For
the
sure.
actual acting or whatever. Because like the
Yeah.
acting could be terrible, but it could still have good elements. So I don't know. I haven't watched it. I've just heard good things.
Okay. Gotham's ending.
Thank
Uh,
God. Thank
I haven't
God.
I haven't watched it at all. Is
It's
it that
so
bad?
bad. It is
Apparently-
so
no.
bad.
Apparently, it used to be good, but I watched some of the end of season 4, and I was just like, "What? Like this is." It was really campy.
Like I want to imagine everybody in the room like for when like Gotham was pitched. Like, okay, we're gonna make a show about Batman, right? And everybody's like, okay, okay. But it's not gonna have Batman. And everybody was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Like what? Like I'm sorry, hold
No.
on. What?
Okay. You know how I strongly dislike Batman.
It's
I
like
think
the
he's
Crimes of
one of the
Grindelwald, where there's no Harry Potter.
well, I
Not like
enjoy
that at all because that was actually like it took place in the same universe. It's like Star Wars and Rogue One, right? Like Rogue One didn't have any of the main characters except like the little bit at the very end with Princess Leia's in it. But like it didn't really have any of the main characters, but it was still a good like okay, good. Like I don't want to get on my Star Wars tangent, but like it was a good representation of the universe at least. Like everyone can agree on that.
Okay.
and
Yeah.
what's so frustrating, I think, and what I've heard about Gotham, like they Batman has the most interesting rogues gallery out of any hero, in my opinion.
All of his villains
For
are more interesting than he is.
For such a boring, terribly written character, he has such great villains. I mean, like,
And-
it's so frustrating.
It's because all of the villains represent like
Yeah.
a part of him. Like
Right.
like I guess like the most obvious example is like Two-Face represents his duality as a person. Like he's Batman,
Right.
but he's also Bruce Wayne.
Poison Ivy represents his, like, yeah, he's a good guy doing good things, just in a bad way. Like, just for
Really?
like, yeah. Oh, that's absolutely what she represents. Because
Yeah, because she wants to do
she
good
wants to
things.
save the planet. That's all she wants to do. She wants to save the planet and she wants to conserve, like, the world. But she does it by killing humans because she thinks humans are the problem.
Well, like
I mean, unless you can think of a
right,
better
like
example.
humans are the problem.
What? I mean, yeah, humans are the problem, but does that make her right? This is why Poison Ivy is my favorite, like, villain ever, is because she's it's such an interesting dynamic for
Does it
a
make
villain.
it right for her to do
Right. What is
both
technically
because
right?
she's right?
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. That's and Batman is the same way. Like, is it cool for him to be a vigilante, despite the fact that he's still a vigilante? Like technically he's doing things that are right, but
He's doing good, but in
doing
the wrong,
good in a bad way.
in the illegal way.
Exactly.
I don't want to say the wrong way, but we'll say the illegal way.
Exactly. So
Okay.
Gotham's coming to an end. Darn it, iZombie's coming to an end.
Did that show get did it do very well?
It's not a weird cult following. I don't. Same with Jane the Virgin. Like, I know a lot of people who really like the shows.
What is Jane the Virgin?
Don't.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. The short answer
Sounds like
is
a can of worms.
yeah. The short answer is a girl gets pregnant and doesn't know who the dad is because I don't think she ever had sex. I don't really know. Mr. Robot's ending after like 3 seasons.
That has a very bizarre cult following. It
Yeah.
is.
Well, I've heard it's a good show.
Like, I couldn't get into it. It just wasn't
Okay.
for me. But it was very like I could see, I could understand why people were into it.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for me to describe why it was good. But it's just it just wasn't for me. It's just one of those shows I was like, I could understand why people want to watch this. I don't really want to, but I could understand why.
All right, let's Orange is the New Black is ending, which I mean I don't really care about. The series of unfortunate events on Netflix is gonna be finishing up, which I'm very excited about.
I watched a little bit of that finally for the first time. It's
better than the movie. That's all I asked for.
That's true. The movie was okay at best.
It was Unbreakable
You have
Kimmy
Jim
Schmidt
Carrey
is
pretending to
ending.
be a dinosaur.
You do,
What?
and that is one of the best scenes in that entire movie. So good. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt's ending, which, I mean, yeah, it kind of... The first season was fantastic, second season was meh, and I didn't watch the third season, so that tells you how I feel about Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Veep is ending after, 9 years or something? Veep has been on forever.
I don't even know what Veep is.
Oh my god, Julia Louis-Dreyfus on HBO. She's the vice president. I think she became president. It's a really interesting show. And then the last show,
it's like House of Cards if you didn't have
except a not problematic lead.
Yeah.
And
I
also
actually
a strong female lead.
Based on TV recently, what are they doing to House of Cards? Because they got rid of him, but there's another season?
I don't care. I never watched it.
It's not that I care because I care about him as a person. I'm just wondering what do you do? What are they doing now?
I don't know. That's a good point, and I think we'll figure that out.
The season opens with him being assassinated.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably that
that would be the easy solution.
Yeah.
Or a time skip.
Yeah. And he dies of a heart attack or something. And then the last show, that's been announced to end this year is You're the Worst, which I'm very sad about. It is.
I remember watching the first trailer for that show, and I was like,
it's a fantastic show about two horrible people being horrible to each other in a comedic way. It is super well done. The leads are fantastic. Could not recommend it more. All right. So let's talk about shows that are coming back and when they're coming back. Guys, get hyped. The Bachelor, back for another season. January 7th.
Why?
The last Bachelor was crazy.
I mean...
It was so crazy.
I don't know why.
You watched The Bachelor?
My parents watched The Bachelor.
So
I mean...
For some reason, The Bachelor is super popular in Utah. Bonkers popular. Yeah. We'll have viewing parties.
I think Brenna and I are thinking the same thing. I don't want to say it because we don't want to be offensive. Are we on the same wavelength?
I absolutely think we're on the same wavelength.
Okay.
Yeah. It's something that I've never understood because my fiance and her sister watch it as well, but they kind of watch it jokingly, but they still watch.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't.
You can absolutely watch
that jokingly.
I have, and it's so fun. Whenever I'm hanging out with my parents and they're watching that or The Bachelorette or even worse, Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh, wait, there's another version? Oh, no.
Yes, there is, where they take the failed, rejected people and they put them on an island with alcohol and bikinis and they just have sex with each other all the time.
So what you're saying is that is the inspiration for all of the Dead or Alive games?
Yes, with
yes.
fun fact, Dead or Alive 6 is coming out this year.
Wrong episode.
Jacob's height.
Yeah, apparently the Dead or Alive, like, apparently they're actually, like, pretty good games. I've never played them. I just riff on them because of the volleyball offshoots. But...
Okay, let's power through. We're almost done, guys. Brooklyn Nine-Nine's coming back.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is coming back.
I'm so ready.
Yes, it's on NBC now, not Fox, because Fox canceled it. Yep. True Detective season 3.
And NBC owns the rights to it on Hulu as well.
Yes.
The NBC symbol comes when you watch it on Hulu.
Star Trek Discovery is coming back for another season. Carmen Sandiego on Netflix? What?
I saw the trailer for that yesterday, and it looks odd. Like, I can't feel a specific about it.
I will give it a try.
I'll give it a try, for sure.
Crashing is coming back, which I'm excited about. Pete Holmes, it's about a comedian who's just starting his career, but he's this super clean-cut guy, like, used to be super religious and married, and then found out it's based on Pete Holmes' real life.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Very funny. It is unfortunate. It's very funny. I recommend it. I think we're on to season 3 or 4. I don't remember. I think I'm behind a little bit. I'm not sure.
You have a lot of investment in these shows. You're like, we are into.
Well, because when I like a show, I get really into it and I binge it, and it becomes like a hyperfixation of mine. This is the thing that I do.
This is what I do for Game of Thrones. Every time a new season comes out, I binge all of the previous seasons, like, to get ready.
Yeah.
To, like, prepare myself. And it's good because, like, Game of Thrones is so long that I, like, forget that stuff happens. I'm like, oh, shit, like, I forgot that, this event took place. I don't want to give any of it away, but, like, I forget stuff all the time.
Why?
Why
is Rent live happening?
What?
You know how Fox keeps doing these live musicals? They're doing Rent with Vanessa Hudgens, Tinashe. No, we're gonna move on. We're not even talking. Pen 15 is a show coming about middle school to Hulu.
Well, they had such success with that movie 8th Grade, which was
hilarious. Well, no, this is done by this is being done by The Lonely Island.
No, I'm just saying, like, marketing in general, like like the commercial success of 8th Grade was so great that they were like, oh, we need to do this for everything now, and it's like, no, that's not how it works. Like, no, make the show not garbage.
Lauren Michaels is doing a new show called Shrill on Hulu featuring A.D. Bryant. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is coming back. I've never watched it.
Did that get popular? I saw a lot of friends
it's got a cult
who are like
following.
still into the kind of like
a cult following, but
and then the
last people that were really upset about, like, the way that, like, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, like, sort of like
it's
portrayed.
Closer to how the actual book is and, like, the actual, like, comics. So I mean.
Yeah, I did realize that after, like, sort of digging and, like, doing some research about, like, why is the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, like, terrifying? Like, why is
But it's not my childhood, so obviously it's not as good.
That was
okay. Was that Jacob or was that Brenna?
No, that was Brenna, and it was amazing.
Okay, because I 100%.
That was so good.
That's my like terrible like nerd girl voice.
And the final thing coming back this season
is Stranger Things on July 4th. Get hyped!
I couldn't get into it.
That's fine.
I tried. I watched 3 episodes and I was like, this is not interesting.
I get that, but Man, it's so good.
I had a huge man crush on Jim Hopper, so like.
I have a crush on Jim Hopper, so I get it.
Tied.
Yeah, and that's coming back July 4th, and that's kind of all we know about. And then the final thing we can mourn, of course, Game of Thrones.
I'm so sad. Game of Thrones is so good.
But I'm so excited because Sansa's finally doing things, and she's a character.
Yeah, she was
just
the
crying
worst
all the time.
She was the worst character for like 6 seasons straight.
And then finally we come back.
Like, I'm fucking kill everyone. And everyone was like, wait, what happened to Sansa? What's happening? She finally
I don't know.
got tired
6 seasons of terrible horribleness happened to her.
Yeah, she's like that angry woman that like got tired of putting up with everyone's shit and is just like, I'm gonna kill everyone. I don't even care. Everyone's gonna die, and it's gonna be because of me, because I'm gonna kill them.
You know what woman also fits that bill?
What?
No, no.
It would have been great.
The girl in Holes, who like her.
Yeah, Kissing Kate. Kissing Kate.
Yeah, Kissing Kate Barlow.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
I can fix that.
So
Dule Hill. So good.
Have you seen the video that's like it's like I have no nostalgia for the movie Holes.
Yeah. I can fix that. so good. Yeah, but that's like kind of all the big TV stuff happening. I mean, BoJack Horseman might come back for another season, it looks like. Which is, yeah, it's up here. Young Justice is still going on. Supernatural's still happening, guys. I don't know how
Supernatural is still going on? What season are they in now?
Like 15?
14, 15, something like that.
Yeah, The Flash is going to come back. Charmed is on TV again.
Oh, yeah, the Charmed reboot.
Yeah, The Crown is getting new actors because they're aging up the king and queen. So we're no longer having Matt Smith and Claire Foy, which is a bit sad because they're fantastic as Philip and Elizabeth.
The existence of linear time, like
yeah, I mean it was gonna have to happen eventually, but I kind of just wanted it to happen
time.
Naturally with Claire Foy and Matt Smith because they're
Speaking
fantastic.
Of linear time is God, what's that show that I hate? Doctor Who. Is that still happening? Is that still
good? with the female doctor. Yeah, that should be happening this year as well, actually.
Wait, what? I didn't know.
I remember people got like really angry that it had a female doctor in it.
And doctor can't be female.
And then everyone stopped. Like as soon as it came out, I haven't heard anything about Doctor Who since.
The trailer for her season looks so good.
I haven't heard anything about her though since her season came out.
Is it out?
I thought it was out. That's why I was confused.
I don't know.
What's that noise? Like, are you gonna be okay?
It returns in 2020. We've got till 2020.
Oh, okay, so it's not out yet. So that's probably why I haven't actually heard.
I maybe that should be what you just tell. Is just making a lot of weird, strange, cartoony voices. That you know what? I change it. It's no longer scraping down mayo bins. It's weird, cartoony voices. Anyway, speaking of mayo bins, I have to go.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have work.
I have to go make people sandwiches.
All right, so
wait. What was the like the object and the subject of that sentence?
What? She has to go make people sandwiches?
Yeah. Is she making people sandwich, or is she making people sandwiches?
Jacob.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the latter.
At your wedding.
Anyway. All right, well, I have to go. This has been a good TV episode that I'm glad I could talk to you guys about TV.
Yes, and I have some thoughts about
video games.
Well, and then you're gonna talk at me about video games, and I'm just gonna occasionally pop up with a fun comment.
No, I have thought of something that I'll get to Jacob about when we're off air about some highlights, so we're not just talking about like this is coming out, we're excited for this. Right. Some other things to sort of include you more.
Okay. Sounds great. All right. I look forward to
this has been
8.3.
This has been part 2 of our 2019 look ahead for the Dr. Z show, and we will catch you guys next time.
Okay, bye.